Hello. We got to let a lot of few people come in, and then I'll begin. And please, I'm not doing the music or anything. Um, so please forgive me. My allergies are acting up really bad today. My seasonal allergies. So please forgive me. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for people to start coming in, and then I will start chattering away. I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Make sure this is working. This is just allergies. I'm not sick. I don't think you can get COVID right now. I mean, for me anyway. Yeah, make sure. Over here. I'm just checking, making sure that it's streaming. I haven't done it in a while. But I feel that this is really important and it needs to be talked about. And I really don't um, get up on YouTube too much anymore. If I do, it's just for my movies or whatever. Watch a movie, sit in the back, and some of my friends sitting back and watch some stuff going on, you know. But I try to stay out of the drama and stuff. But anyways, I got a couple of yous coming in. That's good. That's good. No, it's okay. It will be all right for kids to watch as well. I will keep it as PG rated as I can. PG and G and all that good stuff. Because this might help out also a child that has access to an internet. That might help them out as well so that they take more precautions and the parents are more aware of what their children may be doing on the internet. Uh, because it's crazy out there. It's really crazy out there. So let me get started. Let me go ahead and get started here. If I sneeze, if I cough, I got sniffles, it's because allergies. We're in high pollen right now, and the landlord mowed this morning, so it's all over the place, and my allergies are just going rampant. My seasonal allergies. So, what I want to PSA about today is something happened about 2 weeks ago, and it's with a personal friend. Um, Somebody I've known probably about 10 years. Uh, we've had a little bit of contact on Facebook, but he belongs to this bigger group of people that I belong to as well. Um, it's a nation that we belong to. So we met a lot of friends through this group, uh, and I've made really good friends over the last 10 years, 10 years. I've met a lot of friends also through this group, and we are part of this nation. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Facebook. It's just out there. But there's a lot that's out there, and I really don't want to give away too much because some people are going to know who I am talking about, and I want to make sure that this person is well protected because there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I want to make sure that the family is protected as well. Because there's a lot of stuff that is going on, and it saddens me. It breaks my heart, and I feel that somebody needs to really speak about it. It's their story to tell, not my story to tell. But what I can do is bring awareness to their story and hopefully save somebody else from going through what they are going through, because All it takes is a click, a couple of words, you're hooked, and that's it. You lose that person. Um, like I was saying, this person I've known for about 10 years now. There have been ups and downs. A very educated person. You know, he's he comes from an educated world. Uh, he's a retired school teacher. Uh, I mean, he's very educated. And he met somebody, I believe, either on Snapchat, Instagram, uh, TikTok, one of the social media accounts. Well, come to find out, that social media account had been hacked, and somebody else was posing as the said person, and messages were being, back and forth. Do I think that my friend saw this person on a personal level through a video message? I don't think he did. And if he did, it was not the same person. So apparently, there was some contact that was going on. And then all of a sudden, he's got to fly out to a different country. And they're paying for his ticket to a different country. He goes. He's there for a couple of days. Now he's got to fly to another country. Yet he still has not met this person. This said person is still one step ahead of him. Everybody is begging and pleading with him, come home, come home, come home. You are out of your element. This is a scam. There's something wrong. You have been catfished. Red flags have been sent up. It was bad. It was really bad. But he's an adult. He's going to do what he does. He's going to make his choices. And being hard-headed? No. So he gets to the second country. All contact was lost when he got to the second country. And this was last week when I was with my daughter on her birthday. One of my friends called me and said there's no contact. And I wasn't able really to catch up because I got busy. But they had lost contact with him. And when they finally did find out contact, he's in a different country and he's now in the hospital on a ventilator. We don't know what happened to him. We don't know. We cannot get no answers. Nobody wants to say anything. The country is giving the family a hard time to talk with said person, get information, find out what happened to him. Did he have a medical emergency? Was he beat up? Was he being muled? Was he being human trafficked? What was going on? Why is he now laying in a hospital 7 days on life support? Why? Apparently something happened at the airport. We don't know. Nobody can get any answers. The family cannot get no answers. So this is something that has been going on for the last 2 weeks. First and foremost, their family, his family is in my prayers, because I can't even imagine their feeling of their loved one stranded in another country on life support and not getting no answers, not knowing what's going to happen, and not knowing what really happened. Now, we can piece together things, especially with red flags, the warnings and everything else, and just how easy it is to fall prey. It's so easy. As I was stating, this was an educated person, and he made a choice. He fell He fell to the scam. There are so many things that go through our heads. What could have happened? What was he being used for? Could he have been being muled? Could he have been hold on, I just got an update. Hold on real quick. Could he have been being trafficked? Was he going to be trafficked? What were the plans to use him like this? Why was he being scammed? Hold on, let me go read the update. Sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just going to be reading real quick because apparently there was just an update. Thank goodness. Okay. The update is he is now off the ventilator. He was on it for 7 days, 8 days. But he is still in ICU in a different country. Nobody knows what happened to him. There's still no information. They don't have a lot of information, but the family was able to see him today. This is the first time in 2 weeks. Probably the longest week of their life. So I don't want to go too far on it because I want to make sure that they stay protected. But that's just a small update. I literally just received it while I'm on live. Keep this family, please, in your prayers. So that's the real life of what's really going on and how simple it is for you to be taken advantage of. And can you imagine this being a grown person that this happened to? Now, can you imagine a naive child? How we could lose a child to sex trafficking, human trafficking, body part trafficking, drug muling. These people, they don't care how old you are. If they see something, if they see you and you fall prey to them, they're going to find a way to use you. I really seriously think what saved this certain person is that he had a big network of people around him. There were eyes on him. They weren't able to stop what happened to him, but there was a big network of people that were rallying around him, supporting him, trying to get him home, trying to give him information, trying to get him to go places such as the embassy, the American embassy, and everything else. But he still wanted to do what he wanted to do. And ultimately, this is where he ended up at. It could have been a lot worse. I'm grateful that he is alive and he is getting better. Some people are not as lucky. They get lost in the system. They get murdered. They get sexually abused. They get sold. They do organ harvesting. These people don't care. Your heart, your lungs, your liver is worth a lot of money, and if they come across people that they can get, they're not gonna care. because they're looking at you as money. They're not looking at you as a human. They can put drugs inside of your body, inside of your intestines. America, they do a lot of checking, like in the airports and everything else like that. So you can walk into like an x-ray machine and they can see what's inside of your body when you're walking through this x-ray machine. Gracie is asking, what is organ harvesting? Organ harvesting is whenever it happens to a child, it can happen to an adult. And this is whenever they find a human being and they take their organs from them and they black market sell them. Say they have a person that needs a heart, but they cannot afford a heart, or they're on a waiting list for a heart. They can go to another country and these organs are harvested from another person that may have fallen prey to somebody. They harvest out the organs and they sell this heart to said person that needs a heart. That's what organ harvesting is. Some people need livers, eyes, whatever the case may be. That's how they harvest their organs. It's just like we do over here, but we do it the legal way. Whenever our loved ones passed away, if they want to donate their organs and maybe save somebody. But organ harvesting is the illegal way of doing it. That's what organ harvesting is. And it happens to children. It happens to adults. It don't matter. So when you have children that are on the internet and adults, we have to be safe. You have to vet. And don't get me wrong, I've also had a lot of scam people, contact me, and I've almost fallen, for the scams and everything else. But I don't. I'm a little bit wiser, and I click out of it. I'm like, if you cannot present to me on a live message through Facebook and show me who you are, if we're going to contact each other, if you cannot go live with me for one moment in Messenger, so I can see you and you can see me, and I know that you are real and you're not being who you say that you are being, then we can have contact. We can talk. But if you cannot do that, you get kicked to the curb. I want nothing to do with you because I know you're scamming me. And, a lot of the country stars, a lot of people that are movie stars, they have so many people that make different accounts on them. Thank you, Gracie. They have people that make so many different accounts on them, and they reach out to so many people. And I've watched it over and over again. So many people that have fallen prey to these people. And you try to explain to them, this person is not real. They are scamming you, but you're like this worst person in the book because you're busting their bubble, and you're trying to tell them, do not interact, do not give them your information because they are fake. And the person that you're trying to save and the person you're trying to warn, like, no, it's real, I'm like, no, have them go on a video call with you, see if it's real. I just about fell prey to some military dude, and somebody told me to do like a reverse image search. So I did that, and I was like, whoa, because it caught me off guard. He was and found out that he was being hacked. They do this to the military personnel as well. And he actually did call me, and it was a quick thing. A quick message. I think it was like 2 or 3 seconds. but he didn't look like the person that was in the photo. And that caused me to, ask a little bit of questions, raise my red flags inside of me, my internal red flags. And, I was talking with some of my friends and they're like, you need to do a reverse image search. And that's exactly what we did, was a reverse image search, and found out that he was being scammed. The guy had his profile stolen, and these people were using this profile to catfish people. Who knows what for? Is it to get out of country? Is it to get money? Whatever the case may be. My thing is we need to really put a dent in this. We need to be wiser when we're on the internet, especially TikTok, Snapchat, TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram, Facebook. You just need to be more protective over there and make sure that that yawn came on. I guess I'm boring myself. And make sure, that you're protected and you're protecting others as well. Because could you imagine that this happened to a child and a child sneaks out and then you never see this child again? And there are so many stories that are with this, that children I'm sorry, my allergies are really bad. That children, are abducted, kidnapped, or they're supposed to be going to meet a friend because they make themselves out to believe that there's somebody they are not on the internet. And I can speak for personal experience with one of my children this happened to. That opened my eyes up big time. And I've always been an advocate for internet dangers. I've always been a big advocate, for protecting children, protecting my children. And whenever it happened with one of my children, I did everything I was supposed to do. The phone got dropped off with the police station. There could have been charges brought against my own child for things that were being done. Luckily, there was not. But it come to find out, this person was a 21-year-old, and at the time, my child was 13 years old, and there was a lot of pillow talk that was involved in exposing my child to things that they should not have been exposed to before their time. I did everything I was supposed to do as a parent. I shut down the internet. My child was no longer allowed to be on the internet. Medical reasons, she does have a phone, but I monitor if she were to ever go on the internet, there would be trouble. So my child did stay off the internet. I just gave it back to her, back to my child, because she is becoming of age. She needs my child needs a little bit more freedom. And my child is a lot more aware of the dangers on the internet. And it's still an ongoing investigation 2 years later, 3 years later, with my own child, because I called to see if I could get the phone back, because there are pictures on that phone of, one of her siblings that had passed away, and I wanted to get the phone back so we could have the photos. And when I spoke with the detective, they're like, it's still under investigation. We'll let you know whenever it's up. So my child is not under investigation, but the person that reached out to her is under investigation, and it went over state lines. He was from a different state. So it's just that easy. We have to be proactive in protecting our children, and how easy it is to fall prey. As a parent, you become proactive. You watch like a hawk. Um, I'm getting another update. You watch like a hawk your children. Now, can you imagine a 21-year-old, a 22-year-old that they believe they know the world and nobody can say anything to them, and this happens to them? They're put into prostitution. A man can also be put into prostitution. Don't ever think that it's only just females, because men can be prostituted as well. So they go after men and women. They use your children. That's why we have to keep our kids safe and other people's children safe. And we have to keep other people's children safe as well. If you see something, you say something. Protect that child. It doesn't matter if this person is your worst enemy, you're still going to protect the child, because the child has no fault in whatever happened between you and said person. The children is an innocent child. You're to protect that child. No matter what, you protect that child. Even an adult, elderly adults. It doesn't matter if I feel like I'm talking in circles right now. If you see something, you say something. It doesn't matter how old that you are. It does not matter, because anybody can fall victim and prey to predators, to sex trafficking, to human trafficking, again, to organ harvesting, to being muled. And being muled means taking one drug from one country to another country. And if they have that going on from like other countries are not as advanced as what America is, and how we crack down on the drugs. They just let you walk through the airports. They don't even x-ray your body. So they're smart. These drug dealers are smart. What do? They put them in balloons, they put them in condoms, and they make you swallow them and fill your intestines up with this drug for you to pass through the airports. Then they make you go into another person's house to poop it all out. And they want their money. They don't care if you get sick. They don't care if one explodes inside of you and you go into shock. They don't care about any of that. They care about what is inside of your body, the product. And it starts with people reaching out on the internet and not being who they say that they are. Always double check and verify the person before you give them any type of information about you. Don't just unload on them. Don't just, give them your phone number and your social security number and come over, let's have a steak dinner. Don't do any of that. Get to know the person. Put them face to face, on a face to face with you, and know that person. Know who you are talking to. And if it is real, they will not hesitate to go face to face with you. If these people are wanting to hurt you, they're not going to go face to face with you. They're going to string you along. They're going to get people that may look like them, or who they think that they are, or who you think that they are, and get people to look like them or whatever. They might send you a still photo, but it's not them. They avoid you. They avoid the questions. So I think my main concern, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I've been up here for 30 minutes. Is just be safe out there on the internet. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. And right now we have a friend that is in a different country, and we want to get him home. We want him home in America. Whatever he's done wrong, that's on him. Whatever choice that he's made, we understand that that's on him because he is a grown adult. And he makes his choices, but we don't want nothing bad to happen to him. We do want him home. So if you are praying people, I would love for you guys to say a prayer, for him and his family. And if anybody, is from Brazil that watches this, please get in contact with me. I do speak, read, and write Spanish. And I would be able to, get you with the family if somebody can be able to help out, so we can get information, and not me, the family. So the family can get information and find out how we can get the brother home, and make sure that he is safe and protected, and whoever did this to him pays. With that said, I hope that you guys have a very blessed evening. Thank you for listening, and stay safe out there on the internet. Always trust always trust your instincts. And if you have one red flag, that's all it takes. Just one red flag. All right. Much love to you all. Thank you.